what we have here this morning is the Audi A4. Nothing looks out of place. As a matter of fact, in my eyes, I think elegance is one of the main characteristics of the car. Something that Audi has managed to pull off without being pretentious or exaggerated. What do you think, John?
I think of the A4 as that quiet guy in your class. You know he's there, but you don't really know what he's about. And your attention is on the other more popular classmates, the C class and the 3 Series.
Yeah.
Until sports day, when the quiet guy, the A4 guy says, "Can I run in the relay as well?" And then you realize that, hey, this kid can run quite fast as well. And then for the whole of sports day, your attention's on him.
Yeah.
But then after sports day is over, he goes back into his quiet corner, and then the attention is back again on the C class and the 3 Series of the classroom.
I know what you mean. I think the car is very understated. I mean, despite the strong lines that run across the length of the body that helps to accentuate the whole car's characteristics of style and status, I think the Audi A4 has always been very understated. But I kind of like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, let's look at the boot.
All right. Before we take a look at the boot, the Audi A4 is priced at $188,000 and comes with a 2-litre turbocharged engine. It produces 188 brake horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque. The 7-speed automatic transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 7.3 seconds. For more details on the Audi A4 or any other car, head on to sgCarMart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car.
What we have here is a 480-litre boot. It does not have an electric tailgate, but the hydraulics ensures that this opens nice and smoothly. What I like about this is the regular shaped opening. It's nice and wide, so you wouldn't have much problems fitting in luggage. Like so. Yeah, see, not much of a struggle. And what I really like about this boot is that it passes my anti-trolley length test. Fits perfectly. Lovely. But if you need even more space, the back seat folds down. And you can just push things even further in. I think this is functional. It's not class leading, but it works. So, cool stuff. Like it. Onto the back seat. First off, nice, satisfying thump of the door closing. It signifies that you're in a premium German luxury brand. Leg room, there is a lot of leg room. Even if Julian moves the seat back even more, it'll take a lot more for the chairs to touch my knee. Headroom is just about right for me, and the way the roof line is designed, visually it feels a little bit claustrophobic, but I think in reality there's still a lot of space. It's just visually feels a bit tight. Rear aircon vents are great, and it's climate control, so you can have it colder or warmer than what the front passengers are having. I like that. There are no USB charging points. It's a 12-volt socket, so all you have to do is buy the necessary adapter. Cool thing are these cup holders. Look at them. They look so much more complex than your regular ring type of cup holder. They look a lot more sturdy, so I guess that's good. And then some weird storage here for your phone, but I don't know why you would store your phone here. Yeah, leather seats are nice and soft, and ISOFIX points for your child seat. All in all, I think this is quite a comfortable place to be in. So now let's see how 3 fit in the back. Hello.
Hey.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, great.
Okay. How about you, Julian?
Yeah, not too bad actually.
Okay. Leg room is great for everyone.
Yeah.
Shoulder room is great for everyone. It's just that the middle seat is slightly raised, so you wouldn't want to be the tallest person in the middle seat.
It's quite decent actually, surprisingly.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Great stuff.
All right. Wow. Now, the Audi A4 comes with what the brand calls the virtual cockpit. It's basically a very gorgeous, high-res digital instrument panel that feeds you with whatever information you actually need. Now, the best part is, you can even toggle the dials to make them smaller so that you can see more of the background image, which is really useful when you're doing the whole navigation thing. Speaking of which, the navigation system is actually integrated with Google Maps and Google Street View capabilities. The seats that I'm on, very comfortable. Steering feels good to the touch. It all adds up, you know what I mean? It feels like it all adds up. Like you come in, the soft leather seats, the hard plastics that you see here, the chrome trimmings all around, all add up to give the car a sense that's very plush and yet very comfortable. Now, the center console. You might be thinking, just what the hell is Audi thinking putting one button right here?
What does this button do?
Well, it kind of makes sense. It's very logically laid out, and I'll tell you why. When you're driving, and for some reason you don't really want to toggle with the steering mounted buttons, doing this to adjust the volume is a lot more logical than, say, doing this. So just relaxing and doing this compared to this makes just a whole lot more sense, and a lot more convenient, of course, needless to say. Now, what's also really cool is that Audi made the gear lever flat on the top for one reason, and it's always function following form. And that's really typical Audi. And I kind of like it. Now, according to Audi, this right here is for a reason. It allows you to rest your hand while toggling this. It's a lot better than, say, if a round knob and you got to do this. I mean, this just makes a whole lot more sense. All these things, right, all add up, makes you kind of realize that the car has been really well thought out. It's not just a bunch of engineers and designers coming together, just plonking in nice touch stuff. No, the Audi actually thought through everything. And this level of attention to detail makes you realize that the brand is sort of like a step ahead against its sports day peers like the BMW 3 Series and the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Can it drive better than them? Well, this is one way to find out.
Okay, now that we're in the A4,
Yeah.
Julian, can you tell me, in relation to Mercedes,
Okay.
the C-Class,
Okay.
and the BMW 3 Series,
Yeah.
where does the Audi A4 or Audi as a brand stand? in
Technology.
relation- Okay.
Technology.
Technology.
Yeah, definitely technology. I mean, to put it in layman terms, technology aside, okay, you know how people always think that Mercedes-Benz is the sort of car that you buy to prove to people that, you know, I've made it in life?
Yeah.
That's the Merc thing, right?
Yeah.
BMW, on the other hand, is always sporty, dynamic handling sort of car.
Yes.
Audi, on the other hand, is just attention to details and function following form.
Okay. Okay.
And I kind of like it. It's very understated. It's a sort of car that you buy not to show off, but you buy to appreciate the car as a whole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Explain a bit on attention to detail.
Okay, say, like I always say, right? The buttons and control, it moves with slick action. All
Okay.
these. It's very slick and it's very nice to the touch. You know that there's some quality there.
You know that an engineer actually
Yeah.
fiddled with it to make it as...
Exactly. And it's sort of like a waste, right? Because in Singapore, people always buy Merc over Audi.
Okay.
But in my opinion, of all the cars I've driven, right, all the Mercs and the Audis and the BMs, I think Audi makes one of the nicest cabins in the business.
Okay. Is it the
And
most
it's-
comfortable one?
And it's definitely comfortable. Well, depending on the car, but in this case, the A4 is definitely comfortable. I'm not saying the C-Class isn't. The C-Class is just as comfortable, but I think where Merc loses out is the fact that they don't have that attention to detail like Audi has.
Okay. Okay. So if the C-Class was made for that status symbol,
Okay.
and BMW 3 Series is made for the luxury, the sporty dynamic
Yeah.
drive, what is the A4 made for?
Humble beginnings, I would say.
Okay.
It's really humble. It's probably for the guy who just got his first big promotion and he's got a new kid. This car would be perfect because it's so comfort biased.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so moving on to the handling and the performance of this car, right?
Yes.
When I say comfort, you don't get behind the wheel and start going, wow, it's blowing my, it's not mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's very predictable. You don't feel like it'll do something that will surprise you. The wheel is not going to spin out all of a sudden and all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's made that there's not absolutely nothing wrong about being comfortable.
Yes.
I mean to say that, you know what, the suspension is too soft or the steering wheel is too numb, it can't be wrong. Because this car is just made for swallowing tarmac, long distance driving to Genting with absolutely no problems. You're not going to come out of the car feeling like, oh man, my back hurts or it's too noisy, it's very droning from the exhaust. Nothing. It's just comfortable car.
I mean, for me in the passenger seat, right, one of the things that I really appreciate that not many cars that we've reviewed has is lumbar support adjustment.
Right. Yeah.
That is underestimated.
Yeah.
If you're getting on with age, having proper back support, even in a short car drive, is very important. And the cabin in here is just spacious. Everything just feels nice and soft. You know, the armrest, center armrest, and the door armrest, cushions everything. I agree with you. It's made for comfort, and the back seat is a comfortable place to be in. And I love how comfortable it is.
I do have one small little complaint though. Like, I think it can be more comfortable if they had ventilated seats.
Your must-have.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve because I don't understand. I mean, the Koreans have it, right?
Yeah.
Why can't a German have it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think.
And in our weather, I mean.
Yes, after parking under the hot sun, the thing that actually keeps you very hot is your seat.
Exactly. So, ventilated seats.
Yes. Julian, with all that said and done, for this car, is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try?
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Will buy.
Okay, why will buy?
I like my car sporty.
Okay.
And the Audi A4 is the absolute opposite of what I would like to have, ideally. But being in this car just reminds me just how important comfort is. I mean, as a family man, I can sort of understand the appeal of this car. I want to fit my kid and my wife here comfortably, drive without having to worry about back aches and all that kinds of stuff in a sporty, harder suspension car. And I think more importantly, like how we talk about this car would probably be for someone who just got his big promotion. And if I get my big promotion at 188,000, this is a car I'll definitely get because I would like to fly under the radar sort of, but yet still be able to enjoy high quality car like this. I think that's probably it.
Okay.
So what about you?
For me, I think I agree that the A4 is very comfortable and the attention to detail is impeccable. I like that the way the buttons turn and the knobs click. It's top notch. But if I got that big promotion and I'm about to splash close to $200,000 on a car, I would want my car to look sportier.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
This car is just a little too fly under the radar, understated. And I would think something like the 3 Series, the lines just speak to me more.
Okay.
So this is not a bad car. It is great. It's comfortable. The soundproofing is good. The suspension eats up all the bumps. You enjoy yourself driving this car. It's just that shallow part of me. You meet the perfect woman, but you still need the
looks.
Yes. That's very shallow of me to say, but I'm being honest. The look of this car is just not me. But underneath it all, it is a great car, and so you should go try it and see for yourself whether the exterior matters that much to you. If not, this is absolute comfort.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
it.
Fair enough.
So So Julian,
Yeah.
if you were selling your car, will you sell it at $50,000 or $53,000?
Got a dumb question. Of course I'll sell it for 53.
Precisely right. So sgCarMart has a platform called Quotes.
Okay.
What you do with Quotes is you put your car up for auction,
Okay.
and then we have a network of 500 plus dealers who will bid on your car.
Right, okay.
And by the end of bidding, the price that they offer is usually $3,000 more than what you would get if you traded in your car.
Really?
Yes, according to our data.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then you're not obligated to take the highest price. You know, if you have regret, you can just say, okay, it's not for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
so-
can just reject that
Yeah,
offer?
you can reject that offer even if it's $3,000 more than what you would get at trade-in.
What's the consequences?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
cool stuff. So check out the link to Quotes below.
So that's basically our review of the Audi A4.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment in the box below and let us know whether or not you will buy, won't buy or go try the car.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit the...
Bell notification
Yep.
icon here so that you'll be notified whenever we upload something new.
Yep.
Yeah,
Till next time.
see you next time. Bye bye.